Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. So this is going to be a today's topic video. It is for the 25th. I'm so sorry that this should have come out at midnight, and I've been all over the place. It has been a very, very, very hard week. But in any case, I'm super glad to be here, and sorry this one's coming out later than usual. As always, in this series, this is the one where if you would like to enter to win a free read with me, you can do so just by writing the word empowered in the comment section, being a subscriber to the channel, and giving this video a thumbs up. I do choose one subscriber each week to get a free read with me. And I haven't chosen anybody yet for this next 7-day time period. I picked somebody, what was it, like 2 or 3 days ago? So we're kind of in the thick of the next 7-day time period. All right, we've got an Ace of Discs. Ace of Discs, this is a nice way to start out. I feel, though, like it's not just a new beginning. I'm feeling like someone hasn't quite begun that new beginning because we're still here in the forest of trees. But what we see, it's like if we were coming out of a time where we felt a little bit lost, and then our character, as they push the forest apart and the trees apart, what they see is this incredible castle here. It's as if an adventurer who's been like maybe trekking out in the wilderness for quite a while, maybe like a map maker who's been out there in the wilderness, and that's hard work, but many, many, many hundreds of thousands of people are going to benefit from their map making years on down the road and for generations to come. They eventually complete their task, and now guess what? We have these maps made, and they're highly celebrated by, whomever the powers that be are, whomever. This is someone about to get their reward for a lot of hard work. But I feel like their hard work was. It could have been of a spiritual variety, or it could have been someone who has had to really go through the thick of forests and encounter the bears and the wild creatures and the mosquitoes and the all kinds of dangers and mishaps, but they continued on this journey because they knew it would change the outcome of their life and countless others, and that there would be a big reward, an acknowledgement by the powers that be. um Oftentimes early map makers were commissioned, by whatever, the queens or the kings, or, whomever was asking and fronting the money for an exploration. But the thing is, it doesn't matter if there's money on those explorations, it still is going to require a ton of effort. So my point being, this is someone who has trekked long and far, and even if they have been journeying on commission, it doesn't mean that their actual act of taking that journey was ever easy. But it does say that they're just about to get some massive rewards. So this could be somebody who's about to get a big payoff for a job well done. This could be somebody who literally is about to make a lot of money. But the thing is, they earned every penny of it. This is not a windfall. This is not somebody who's just getting like a sudden, like, ooh, I won the lottery. Ooh, I got my inheritance. No, this is hard work. Hard work. But it's coming to a completion, and they're about to get that huge reward. And I still feel like there's something about movement, travel. Maybe someone had to transport, like long haul truck drivers, things like that. But it's like there's some kind of movement here, and something about being out in the wilderness and now coming into like society again, returning with abundance and receiving that paycheck for all that hard work. We have the Girl of Discs here. It's interesting because, do you notice how we've got the elephant touching her head? So we have powerful memories. This is like, wow, someone has returned after this huge journey. We have not forgotten you, but I think it's been a long time. Whomever this hero is that is returning, and I do feel like we're talking about like a hero's journey, someone who did the difficult, they did the unthinkable. They might have been away for 4 years, trekking, mapping out what they needed to. And when they return, I'm feeling like this is not part of, well, this is part of the reward, but it's almost like they're reaching out or presenting themselves to someone that this person hasn't forgotten them, nor have they forgotten this individual. This could be happening around October. I only say that because we got pumpkins down here. little pumpkins, pumpkins. We also have a lot of brightly colored, whomever this is, this could be a feminine, but this is someone who might be very colorful. They may have a wonderful way of, their world is filled with light and flowers. They could be an artist. They could be someone who likes really, you notice all the different patterns and textures that we see everywhere. It's such an interesting, like, I love everything on this card because I love the blend of colors. This carries with it kind of an East Indian feel. I also feel like, if not East Indian, I would also integrate Thailand, possibly like Pakistan, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia. There's several different things that make me think of cultures like this, or just someone who has a particular taste in those cultures, and maybe you see that displayed in their house or their clothing styles. But it feels like whomever our journeying person is, they may be returning to not only claim their prize money, their hard-earned money, but they also might be facing this individual, possibly a divine feminine that they want to reach out to. Sorry, we just dropped that Ace of Pentacles card. That's okay. We've already seen it. We got a High Priestess in the reverse. We got the Woman of Cups. So I'm going to say it this way. I feel as if she never forgot them, nor did they forget her. But I think both people, upon seeing each other again, it's going to be very revealed just how much they actually have thought about each other. And this hasn't been this small, simple little amount. Like, there's big feelings here, huge emotions here. This is, I know we don't have a card of reunion, and yet I can't help but see it this way. We have a 10 of Cups. I'm going to stay rooted in what I see in this storyline. There has been a long separation. Someone has changed something in their life by completing a huge journey that they had to take. It is a journey that where they're making the money that they needed to now, and the first thing that they are doing is they are sending some kind of an offer, and they could literally send flowers, or they could send some kind of sign or symbol, or either come bearing a gift from wherever they've journeyed to this feminine. And it seems like it may be a small token, but it's not small at all, because the emotions between these two are not small. This has been a wish, and a tremendous, I feel like there's been so much love, at least on behalf of this divine feminine. There has been a huge amount of love that they have carried in their heart for this person. How does the Ace of Pentacles person, by the way, they could be an earth energy, it doesn't have to be, but Three of Cups. I was going to say, how does that Ace of Pentacles person feel about the individual that they are reaching out to after some tremendous journey? With the Three of Cups, they've got a lot of truth. You notice it's time to sit down and have tea. You notice also, again, everything is filled with flowers. Flowers for me are romance. Everything is filled with soft, beautiful feelings. This is not a storyline of a relationship where there was like bitterness and ugliness. This is more like two people are thrilled, delighted to see each other again. They're so it's like, I can't wait to tell you all about what's gone on, and the other person is like, I can't wait to hear everything. They want to share back and forth what their lives have been. There's this desire to communicate. Wow, we've got a Four of Cups and a Five of Wands. I feel like this person is saying, and there's so many times that I wanted to talk to you along this journey that I've been on. They might have been literally out of range, unable to pick up the phone. I feel like there's a lot of things that they want to discuss that are ancient history. Someone is very they wish that they had handled things differently a long time ago. They've they wish maybe they were in a different place. Maybe these two met, right person, wrong time. They met right before somebody was shipping out, and they were in the military or something. And so they were gone and literally could not they didn't have freedom to just say, "Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna bounce back over, stateside and go see the person that I want to date," or, I feel like calling them this afternoon. Like that wasn't an option, is what it looks like. There was something that this journey that this character took, that Ace of Pentacles person took, that journey had to be completed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The fact that now they are able to sit down and talk to this, I'm going to call it a divine feminine, but just know I don't read for genders. So this could be two masculines, could be reverse gender roles, doesn't matter. What we have is these are two people who I think they're going to build a ton of happiness, but first they're going to have some heart to heart conversations. They're going to have the ability to really connect and communicate. But this is not a story where they were, one person left the other one high and dry. I just think that this was just not right timing for these two. Tell me about the way they're reaching out. I really want to focus a little bit more on that Girl of Discs card. We have Boy of Discs. Any way we slice it, we see this has taken a long time. It has. They had to do some growing. They needed to go from the little leagues to the big leagues. There has been a labyrinth of a journey that they had to take. This could literally be that somebody met an individual that they were interested in, and they said, I am not mature enough yet to have a relationship with the person that I admire. There was emotion here, there was love here, but they took a while to learn the skills to, I mean, think of how much effort it takes. In this case, we're going to use a baseball analogy, but think of how much effort it takes an athlete to become a pro. Lots of times they do start when they're young. They learn how to play, then they spend kind of a lifetime honing the muscle memory and, strength training and everything so that they become the professional athlete that they will be one day. But it takes time. And that's what this says. It took time for these two. They're coming in to explain the journey that they've been on. Woman of Wands, Five of Swords in the reverse. This character may also have had, it's like they're saying, in the time of this journey, there hasn't been anyone else that they wanted. In the time of this journey, she may see herself as a Queen of Cups. They see her as a Queen of Wands, the sexiest, the hottest, the most attractive, most a preferred person they've ever wanted to be with, but they did not think they were ready for that. They weren't blocking her per se. It's just, I don't think that they thought they could stand beside her at that point. Not until they had worked through some things, not until they had taken that Ace of Pentacles journey and made their way through the forest and made their way through this journey of maturation and become a professional and become a mature person and become the individual that they need to be. I'm not sure why there was not more communication. We have Temperance. It came out at kind of an odd angle, though, not completely upright. It does look like they were on a journey to find balance. And it's almost like they thought if I do try to integrate myself into someone's life before I know I'm ready, it's actually going to slow down my progress. It almost feels like someone, maybe that journey that we talked about so much at the beginning, maybe it was like they were speaking with a counselor or a therapist. Maybe they put themselves into a rehab center. Maybe they were putting themselves through a program of, I need to develop myself. That's how this is. That's what I have to do. Or like I say, maybe it is someone who, part of their developing themselves was to get into some kind of like intense training program, or like I say, military, or, anything that gave their life more direction and focus, whatever that meant for them. Heck, maybe this person was incarcerated and they were, like paying a debt to society, and they were on house arrest, and they had to do the things that they had to do to set their life in order, to grow beyond some kind of restriction, and to actually come out feeling like, I am whole, I am balanced. The thing is, they never doubted how they felt about this Queen of Wands, this Queen of Cups. That was never in doubt. And I think, how does this Queen of Cups see them? I mean, we've already seen them looking at this person like, oh my God, this is my 10 of Cups. I'm so glad they're here. Two of Wands. But this Two of Wands, they've painted a lot of pictures in their mind about almost they've tried to figure out what's been going on in this person's life. You notice how we have the Forest back here, and we had the Forest on wherever that card went. We had the Forest here as well for them. I feel as if this Queen of Cups during this time apart has painted a lot of pictures in their mind about, I wonder what's going on with them. I think they might be on a journey out in the forest somewhere. Well, she was spot on with that, now wasn't she? But could it ever be that they are done with that journey of the forest, and then we can, paint a beautiful life together, have paintings that we hang on the wall, snapshots of us together? Is that going to be possible? And I feel as if she waffled between, you see the red and green. It was like full stop, and then no, we could do this. Green light, go. We could do this. No, full stop, red. I think she went back and forth in her mind between what she knew about them and what she didn't know about them. I feel like there has been confusion about what was going on with that person. I feel like she was intuitively aware that there was some kind of a journey that they were on, but she didn't really know where they were. So I think she kind of was aware that she was painting pictures, pretty pictures in her mind of that one fine day when they might return. Death card, and everything could change. Everything could transform. She would finally have all the pieces of the puzzle. She would finally know everything. He doesn't matter. This could also be, she said, but it could equally, just as likely, it could be that it simply is over and I'll never cross paths with this person again. The not knowing, I think she knew how she felt about this person, but not actually knowing how things were going to end up. I think she accepted the fate of whatever it was going to be. If I ever hear from them again and it's all clear and I get real answers about what's been going on, where have they been, why did it seem like they were out in the forest, lost in the woods somewhere, or off on some journey? I don't know for sure, but unless they tell me, I'll never know. And maybe I won't get answers. On the other hand, maybe I will. I just know that I felt a strong pull toward them. I felt like they could have been my 10 of Cups, but who knows what will happen. She decided not to stress out about it, which is awesome. With that 9 of Swords in the reverse, she may have actually released this and said, well, I don't have a way to get an answer unless I hear from them again. Shadow side, Devil. I think for a while she probably was stressed, and then she released it because she said that would be toxic of me to get stressed out wondering about them when I don't even have any direct answers. And I don't know that these two ever got a chance to get anything really off the ground. I just think that there was a ton of emotion between them. But I think she also came to the conclusion that, listen, if they're out there battling their demons, if they're out in the woods, lost in the trees, on some personal journey, I don't want someone to come in and be with me that still has a lot of toxicity. So I would rather they go and they face their demons and they handle what they need to and they get everything tidied up and then they come into my world. So I'm not going to stress out because whatever they've got to face, that's just it. They have to do it. And they will, right? They'll do it if that's what's going to happen. Because I'm not signing up for a heartbreak. Because if they try to bounce in and out of my life, it's just going to upset me. It's just going to cause me grief. They know it and I know it. If all they have is something toxic to offer me, they're going to look like a player, act like a player, and it's going to be a heartbreak. That's why she decided to let this go. They might have even tried to get something going and it was a mess. And then they just distanced themselves from her, or she from them, or both of them distanced. And this just came to a screeching halt because it was going to destroy the potential for this relationship. 10 of Swords. So instead they stopped cold turkey. Like, no, this can't happen. If we have a redo where it's totally different, that's the only way we can approach this. I think that they both knew that to try to come together in the past, it would have like collapsed. So I think she accepted, I would rather them not be in my life when I can feel and they can feel that it was headed for a collapse because something was unstable. They needed to go take their journey, end things with me now. And then if you ever get your journey completed and you can come in and be open and honest and tell me everything about who you are and you want to build with me, that's the way to restart from the ground up. And that's what's happening for these two. And they're very happy about it. Guys, I'm going to leave that one there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Bye for now.